And this is some papers demonstrate that some commercial feed additives, given the crucial of the surfactant, they use surfactant as a critical biomarker for selecting commercial Bacillus probiotic strain. So do you get it? The surfactant is very important for Bacillus subtilis survival in their gut. So if they can't survive in the gut, they can't have the function. And this paper were saying through high throughput screening of over 5,000 variances and identify that the strain with 3 to 5 times higher surfactant production than the conventional probiotics. So here a list of some products. I'm hiding the name of the commercial name. And they are identifying them all have the gene which are responsible for the production of surfactant. And what's the benefit? And this kind of strain exhibits 95% viability under harsh GI conditions, for example, pH 2.5, and inhibit the positive pathogenic bacteria such as Clostridium perfringens by 99% through the surfactants, the membrane disrupting activity. And also the research also observed the surfactant presence in the gut of the broilers feed with Bacillus strains. And to the animal performance, of course, take the poultry trials, for example. The hybrid-breeding strains significantly increase the daily gain and reduce antibiotic usage. Also likely due to the surfactants, another very important function, the immunomodulatory effect. I will show you later. So like the antibiotics, surfactant, of course, not antibiotics, but for the mechanism of action, the pathogen elimination, like antibiotics, can exhibit potent inhibitory effects against high-risk pathogenic bacteria, especially gram-positive bacteria such as Clostridium. And the mechanism of the pathogen's elimination, it disrupts the bacterial membranes, leading a leakage of cellular contents and ultimately killing the pathogens, all while preserving the beneficial gut microflora. It's very important for the antibiotic resistance. So, importantly, surfactant does not contribute to the resistance due to the non-specific member targeting mechanism that prevents the development of resistance. So that's why the mechanism makes it a sustainable alternative to conventional antibiotics. Yeah, another example, another trial, a very important study here. Besides the antimicrobial activity, surfactant Bacillus species play a very important role in disease prevention. Is through from the biofilm formation at the tips of the gut valley, right? By colonizing the valley surface, Bacillus strain or other probiotics can establish a protective biofilm that enhances gut redundancy. This is a study. The picture on the top is a surfactant gene knockout Bacillus. So you can see there's no biofilm here, right? And we added surfactant into the medium to culture the Bacillus. Then the biofilm is observed again, which means surfactant helps Bacillus to form the biofilm. How does it? So surfactant as a key factor in the process the process is called QS, quorum sensing. I think most of you are very familiar with this term, quorum sensing. So quorum sensing is responsible for the biofilm formation, and surfactant is a very key factor in this process. And finally, this kind of biofilm not only create physical barrier against the harmful bacteria, but also disrupt their membranes, effectively reducing pathogen colonization. So some customers were always asking me why your product not easy to have a killing effect or the inhibition zone in the lab. But it have very good impact on the animal, so that's the reason. Not directly kill the pathogenic bacteria, but also disrupt the biofilm formation. Next, I will show you a very exciting study which is published in the Microbial Spectrum, a journal of American Society for Microbiology, in which I am a co-worker here. Yeah. And in this study, we want to validate the immunomodulatory effect of the surfactant. So study, we using the mouse model. The mice were divided into 5 groups, a control group, and CTX. CTX is a potent immunosuppressant that can destroy the gut. So the CTX, the mice treated with CTX, and the groups receiving surfactant as a low, middle, high dosage. And let's just look at the results. For the gut health, surfactant can reverse CTS-induced damage by increasing the villus height and improving the villus creep ratio, indicators of better nutritional absorption and gut integrity. And then we go to the musical defense enhancement. Surfactant can upgrade tight junction proteins and mucin secretion, enforcing the intestinal barrier and preventing pathogen invasion. And how to regulate beneficial bacteria here. It tells that surfactant can restore the beneficial lactobacillus levels and reduce the harmful E. coli, so counteracting the gut dysbiosis caused by CTX. And here, I think it's very important. If you want me to conclude this paper in a sentence here, while surfactant can activate the immune system, it also has anti-inflammatory properties, preventing excessive immune reaction that could be harmful. So this is a graph that describing the mechanism of surfactant and the gut health. And after describing the immune modulator as a surfactant as a immunomodulator, I want to show you another study. We want to know the optimal dosage of this product on the beneficial effect of the gut health in poultry. So we evaluate 5 inclusion of this product from 50 to 250. And the result clearly demonstrated that when the product containing surfactant was added 100 to 150, the improvement in gut health, in growth, in performance, in immunity were most pronounced. So this tells everyone that the optimal dosage is 100 to 150, which can have the maximum beneficial effect of surfactant. I don't want to describe the details of the results. And then we further want to validate the surfactant on the gut health of the poultry. So we conducted experiment using a Brown antimatrix model. In this model, we also use the antibiotics as a positive control to compare the effectiveness of surfactant. And the results show that surfactant not only counteract the negative performance caused by the performance and the amyloid, but also in some parameters, surfactant can even outperform than the antibiotics. This study was done in Australia, the University of New England, and the paper is right now publishing. And let's go to another aspect of surfactant. So the surfactant also has a very high performance immunification power because of the structure. The surfactant's immunification capability comes from his distinct molecular structure. Like what I tell you, it consists of hydrophilic peptide ring here, the blue one, that can interact with water. And then a hydrophobic fatty acid chain, the tail that can bind to the lipid. So how to choose a very high-performing feed emulsifier? So this is a criteria. So criteria for choosing optimal nutritional biosurfactant, there are three parameters. One is HRB value, the second is CMC value, and the third one is mast cell droplet size. You can see the immunification picture of surfactant with different oil, duck oil, fish oil, soy oil. You can see our product can achieve very, very small the oil droplets. The droplets can into the nanoscale emulsion stability. The droplet size is less than 200 nanometers.